things preached with little of the love of and the wide open offering of salvation to all those. Open the door wide, because I can assure you, my friend, it is wide. I heard an illustration while I was in Holland that really is really good. And it's Arminianism is a door that has no mansion. Hyper-Calvinism is a mansion that has no door. Be very, very careful. There are people out there preaching today opening a door wide to nothing. There are others who are preaching a great and glorious salvation but are not opening the door wide enough. That's the one thing I so appreciate about Charles Spurgeon and many of the men that I've heard ever since I was a little boy. Come, come. Anyone who comes, you will not be cast out. Come, come. Another thing that we must be very careful about, there is a renewed emphasis in preaching repentance and faith, true brokenness, for men to examine themselves. All that is true. At the same time, all of that can be taken extreme. How? Don't expect, don't require of a man that he have full-blown, perfect repentance and faith before he can have any assurance. If I were to teach you the doctrine of repentance and faith, go through the biblical definition of repentance and faith in its full-blown, most mature form, I don't think that that would be seen in any of us. So the evidence of salvation, or that God is working in the heart of man, is not that he examines himself and finds a perfect Puritan repentance and a perfect Puritan faith and thus can have some assurance that he's a believer. The evidence that someone is saved is that maybe a meager repentance and a meager faith that enters into a sanctification and grows and continues and flourishes fruit. The evidence, more and more, I see that the evidence of genuine conversion, apart from the subjective aspect, know what God's done in my heart, there is this outward evidence of sanctification that is continuous. It may be 4 steps forward and 6 steps back and 5 steps forward, step back, but you will see a gradual growing. Some men will grow so fast in the things of God, and some men grow slower. And some men grow fast in the public that would make you think that they are much more mature than others, when in fact they're not. So you have to be very, very careful. Very careful. Okay, let's take a break for about 10 minutes, and we'll come back in here and we'll start studying another motive for which Christ came, and it was the joy set before him. And I think a lot from this.